Is this the new holy grail of audio? Yeah. Or just a fancy paperweight? Ladies and gentlemen and audio nerds of all ages, today is the day. The moment you've all been waiting for. No, not the new season of your favorite show. No, not the next big TikTok trend, but something far more important. The unboxing and first test of the Lewitt Connect 6 audio interface. Let's start with a disclaimer. Lewitt was kind enough to send me the Connect 6 for free. No strings attached, no script, no secret handshake deals. They have zero say in what comes out of my mouth, which historically has been both a blessing and a curse. All opinions, weird noises, and questionable jokes are 100% my own. Also, if I accidentally say something nice about them, it's really only because this thing is awesome. Okay, first things first, this box is sleek. Like I just graduated from audio engineering school and now I only drink artisanal coffee. Kinda sleek. Ooh, look at this beauty. It's so shiny. I can see my reflection. And wow, I need to moisturize. This thing is built like a tank. A plastic tank. If tanks were designed by Austrian audio wizards who also probably yodel while they're soldering circuits. Cables. Comes with cables. That's always a party. And look, a manual, which I will absolutely not read because I am a man. And men don't read instructions. We just press buttons until something happens, or we cry. Let's move over to the computer and plug it in. Okay, the moment of truth. Will this thing work? Or will my computer burst into flames like my last relationship? It lives. And look at these knobs. So smooth, so clicky. I could turn these all day. Okay, that sounded weird. Moving on. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Is this thing actually making me sound good? Or is it just lying to me like my old dating profiles? Whoa, that is my voice. I sound like a podcast host who also does ASMR for a side hustle. Lewitt, what kind of dark magic is this? Help, I'm trapped in this video and the only way out is your subscription. Breaking news, local content creator, me, is desperate for attention. Here's how you can save a life today. Smash that like button. Or don't, but if you don't, I'll assume you enjoy my suffering. Subscribe, it's free, unlike my therapy bills after analyzing my analytics. And comment, I'm here for the drama. So I know you're not a bot, or at least not my mom pretending to support me. If you do, all three, I'll virtually name my next pet after you, probably a goldfish or a houseplant. But don't leave me hanging. My self-worth is literally in your hands. Okay, so it does work. I'm not going to get into too much of the how it works until the next video. So there's a bunch of videos I have coming up on the Connect 6, like how to use it, how to use everything that's in it, some of the advanced settings, and things of that nature, and even a video on how to connect it properly. But here's how I turbocharge the Lewitt Connect 6 into something that's not the Connect 6. Look. The Connect 6 is already a Swiss Army knife of audio interfaces. If Swiss Army knives came with Austrian engineering and a side of... Wait, why isn't everybody using this thing? But since I'm apparently now an armchair product designer, thanks to YouTube, here's how Lewitt could take this thing from wow to shut up and take my money in one hypothetical upgrade, or a couple. Would be one more input. AKA the please stop unplugging my guitar feature. Right now, the Connect 6 is like that friend who's almost perfect, but forgets to bring a +1 to the party. Add a high Z instrument input, and suddenly you've got a unit that doesn't just bridge the gap between musicians and podcasters, but it builds a dang Golden Gate bridge. Call it the Connect 8, because bigger numbers equals more better. And watch every home studio nerd weep with joy. A built-in de-esser for when your mic sounds like a snake with a salt addiction. Some mics love hissing at you like an angry cat. A software de-esser would be like giving the Connect 6 a tiny digital squirt bottle to say, "No, bad mic," without making you dive into a plug-in rabbit hole. A mute button for people who haven't yet seen the light and bought a Lewitt Ray. The Lewitt Ray is a game changer, like pairing peanut butter with chocolate or Wi-Fi with chocolate chops. But for the folks still living in the dark ages, I just cough into my mic like a caveman. A hardware mute button would be a mercy. A headphone amp that doesn't whisper, aka the digital muffin top removal. The current headphone amp is solid, but give it more juice for low impedance cans. And suddenly it's not just good, it's I can hear the bass line and my neighbor's crying kind of good. No more low-end bloat, or as I call it, digital muffin top. And my final verdict. Lewitt, you're probably already doing this. Knowing Lewitt's engineers, they're already 10 steps ahead. Probably already testing a Connect 12 or something, with built-in espresso machine and Aura reading mic technology. But hey, if they need a beta tester, I volunteer. Until then, the Connect 6 remains a beast. And it's verdict time. Really final verdict time. The Lewitt Connect 6 is amazing. It is like a Swiss Army knife of audio interfaces, except instead of tiny useless scissors, you get pristine and powerful preamps capable of handling low-output microphones like the Shure SM7B without the additional cost of a cloud lifter, and more routing options than a GPS in a hedge maze. If you're looking for an interface that's easy to use, sounds fantastic, and makes you feel like a pro, even if you still record in your pajamas, this might be your new best friend. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go record the next Grammy-winning album, or at least a really aggressive Yelp review. Mama, do you think they'll drop the bomb? Oh, you're still watching. And for the love of audio, stop using your computer mic to record your audio. I'm Turbo the Tech Nerd.